So I went and got the antibody test done for COVID. And I really just wanted to see, did I have this thing or not? I had gotten sick back in the winter, and it was a sickness that I've never felt before. So just knowing your body, for me personally, it was something that was different, completely different. And I'm still 1,000% convinced, like, that was what happened, because my body has never reacted in that way before. So anyway, they've come out with antibody testing. Now, in the beginning, the antibody testing was supposed to be, they were going to do rapid tests where it could be done like a diabetic test. You do a prick of the finger, the blood is taken, and you know the result right away, whether you had the antibodies or you don't. Now, I didn't do a lot of research before I got the test done as far as what it meant, how accurate the test is, and so on and so forth. Now, all of this, like, to me, from the research that I have now done and have seen before, a lot of it is very inconsistent. Long story short, I went and got the testing done. Now, if you go and get the testing done, most facilities are doing it to where it's super safe. Everything is hands off. You don't even have to wait in a waiting room. I waited in my car. They texted me when I was ready, and I came into the lab and got it done. Now, there are 2 labs that I know that are doing it in the U.S., Quest Labs and LabCorp, where you can go directly to the lab and do it. But in order to get it, you have to get a script. I'm not sure what it is, but you have to get something from your doctor that's sent over to the lab, and then they're able to administer the test. Now, the test is a blood test, physically putting the needle in your arm, drawing the blood, sending the blood off to a lab in the little tube, and then waiting for the results to come. Now, LabCorp specifically is the one that I use. I got my results back in less than 24 hours. LabCorp says that they're a 24-hour facility, and they're working around the clock, and they're constantly processing test results. So they were able to produce my test results in less than 24 hours. Went and got the test done, got the text message. I signed up on the kiosk, and then you sit in your car and wait. Text message comes in, you go into the lab. You just sat down by the tech, whoever's going to draw your blood. They wrap the thing around your arm, they stick the needle in, draw the blood. Blood is then sent off, and then you have to sign up. They have like a patient portal where you sign up on their website, and you sign up to get any notifications of results coming in. Now, you can either do that, or you can just constantly check to see if your results are ready. For me, I did the notification process, which was much easier. They send you a message right away. I did my test at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. I got my results by 9 a.m. Wednesday morning. So it was really, really quick. So now to my test results. So my test came back negative. Yes, my test results came back negative. Now, I couldn't believe this. I was shocked. I was like, I know for sure that I had this thing. I remember talking to the lady that was drawing the blood. She said her and some of her family members had it done. Theirs all came back negative. I've yet to meet someone that has had a positive antibody test. And I'm sure these people do exist. But from doing the research, they're now saying that this virus has mutated in so many different ways that whatever antibodies your body created when the virus could have been present in you may not be the same antibodies that they're testing for when they draw your blood. So it's almost going to be impossible to know if you had it or not, like to have it proven or have like a physical test to prove whether you had it or not, because of how many mutations this virus has now taken on. So in my opinion, it's a waste of money. Most insurance carriers are covering up to 1 antibody test. Mine did, and so that's why I went ahead and did it, because I researched all of that part, the financial part of it, before I did take the test, because I was like, okay, I'm not going to pay for this out of pocket, if it's going to be for nothing. So I was happy that my insurance company did cover it. So you do get, most insurance companies will include 1 test for free, so you get it done. My personal opinion, I wouldn't even do it, because again, they can't prove that the antibody is the same antibody for the virus that your body had when you got infected or when you could have been exposed. Another thing was the antibody test produces a 50% false negative, which is the same thing as the COVID test, which to me at this point, it just seems like you don't know whose results are accurate, whose results are true, because if 50%, when they say a 50% false negative, it means that there's a 50-50 chance that this is true and it can't be true. That's too great of a chance. It's not like a DNA test where it's like 99.9% you are the father, No, this is like 50%. So with them not even knowing if your COVID test, because they're still saying the tests are 50% 50% false negative, the regular test itself. And then the antibody test on top of that is also 50% false negative. So at this point, it's just like, you just have to do the best you can do. Keep washing your hands, keep your hands away from your nose, eyes, and mouth. Just use common sense when it comes to like cleanliness and avoiding germs at all costs, at whatever cost that you can. And just stop stressing, because that's what I had to tell myself. I was like, okay, just stop stressing, stop freaking out. I guess I wanted the antibody test to prove to myself, like, oh, I can relax now. I don't have to bleach down my groceries or wipe my groceries down all the time, or whatever the case may be. But either way, I feel like this is just such an unknown in general on every level that you just have to do what's best for you. You know, what you feel is right. So that is it. That was my results. That's what happened. You guys let me know what's going on with you. Have you gotten it done? Have you thought about getting it done? Yeah, I'd love to know. Really curious. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.